guess what? Okay, you heard the music and all that. Okay, we have decided to make some changes on the show. We're really, starting to move beyond. We're progressing in the field, as it were. And as we progress in the field, you get to see all these cool little things that we're doing. And anyway, so that being said, that's what we're doing. Anyway, on top of everything else, these little things, like I said, you're going to hear, you're going to see, the clapping, laughter, and all that. These are real people that are out there too. So hey, and but anyway, all the great stuff. Anyway, you want to notice my hat, right? It's my Bubba and Dwight hat back in the day. Okay, my dad hat. Okay, what we're doing is it's to commemorate what we're doing this week. We had. I was debating what to do on the show with regards to Christmas in July. And of course, me, Christmas in July soon becomes Christmas in August. And so I decided I'm going to be a little better about it this year, a little smarter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do it before the end of the month. And so finally, I was thinking, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? And with that theme in mind, I went back to some of our old clips from the Bubba and Dwight show, and after I got permission and everything else, because it was Bubba and that, Bubba said, absolutely, great, go ahead. And, that was good of him, and away we went. And we're going to put this clip, the Christmas clip, at the end of the show to watch the end of the show. Hope everybody likes it, okay? But that's the reason why we're doing it. So, big things going on in our Empire this week, everybody. Somebody won $1 million, okay? I thought that was wonderful for them. They deserve it. I don't know the people, which is fair, and I wouldn't say if I did, but I don't. So, great for them. Well, congratulations. And I'd like to say one other thing. You're welcome, okay, for my contribution that I've given over the years. You're very welcome, okay. Moving on to, with that being said, when it was won, I went into a store. Yes, I go to stores. But I went into this particular store, and they were talking about the lottery win of somebody winning $1 million. And I'm listening to it, and it almost seemed funny, because we're all that way. I'm sure we're all that way. I know I am. And what I'm looking at is I seen this lady. And so she's there, and she's talking about the people that won the lottery in our Empire. And she almost seemed disappointed. And I don't know why. I don't even understand that. But she seemed disappointed. So anyway, my thoughts were right away. I was like, okay, well, that's great. Somebody won. Too bad it wasn't me. Poor baby boo-boo. But what we went with was, I said to her, or I thought to myself, I didn't say to her, I probably wouldn't be standing here if I said, or sitting here if I said it to her. I'm thinking, okay, we always say, gee, it never happens in our town. It never happens in our town. It finally does happen in our town, but that's not good enough for us. No. It happened for someone else in our town. And why did it not happen for me? So I'm going to do some Einstein things. I've been called Einstein by a couple of people I love and everything else. And they've been telling me, hey, you look like Einstein. Oh, I don't know. I don't see it but apparently, I kind of look like Einstein. So that being said, they tend to think I act like Einstein. But anyway, what we're getting at is at these people, I have to say that here are the ratios and the math that we're doing here. Based on the calculus and the ratio and the math that we're doing here, I want to take a look. And I equals squared equals par equals this equals that shows that there is a really good chance that you're not going to win the lottery, okay? And I'm gathering, my guess is about 1 in 50 million that we're not going to win. So the thing is the fact that it was won in the town of our Empire, and we were disappointed. It was won by someone in our Empire, and was disappointed. We're always going to be disappointed. That's just the way it is. We are going to be always disappointed, and that is how it's going to be. So everybody, go see a doctor if you're going to always be, because that means simply we have a 50 million% chance of being depressed all our lives over this. So we shouldn't be worried about all this. So that's the way it goes. So, okay, so that is the way it's going to be. Anyway, that being said, that's the end of it. Anyway, other good news. I have to ask you, have you guys seen the show? The new show? It's not new. It's a couple of years old. It's called The Trader. Well, I got a chance to see that, and it's actually kind of a cool show. Kind of brings me back to high school a wee bit. You got, that hot-looking Van Halen teacher, right? Hot for teacher, starred by Corinne, okay, is her name. And you got, on top of that, you got all these people sitting around clueless as to what's going on. It sounded like my math class in grade 11. And then on top of everything, at the end of the day, it's the blame game and who did what. So it's like, okay, so you remember that song, Jesse's New Girlfriend or something like that? Jesse is a friend, that kind of song. Okay, I think of that song every time I hear them guys on the show, because they'll say, well, okay, this is what it is. The premise of the show is there's 3 traders that has been pre-picked, okay? And what's got to happen is the faithfuls have got to find these traitors and get rid of them, okay? And that is apparently a really big deal for them. I don't know what, but it's apparently a big deal. So, and at the end, somebody wins the game, okay? You'll have to watch it again. This is not a plug for traders or anything like that. I just noticed, and I thought I'd throw that out there. That's out there, okay? So if you like it, great. If you don't, hey, and if you don't like it, well, I don't know what else to say. Anyway, that being said, we're going to go on with that. Now, okay, speaking of high school, we have got something else going on. We have got our Empire High School reunion coming up in September. Now, it's not my high school reunion per se, but it is the high school reunion in Empire. And I think it's to do but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the information up here. Okay, you'll see it. And Mr. Strike, your name is down here. Okay. And what we're going to do is, if you have any questions after reading this, you contact him at this, and he can help you out, okay? He'll tell you what's going on, ticket-wise, all that. I don't know anything about it. I honestly don't. But that is what we'll be all dealing with, okay? So there you go, okay? Anyway, that being said, okay. Okay, guys. Okay, so now, what do we got here? We have got finally, we are here for the birthdays, guys. The birthdays. Okay. Like I said, it's a different, altogether version of the show this week. And we're just doing this, like I said, because we are commemorating Christmas in July. So, anyway, that being said, we've got birthdays out here, and I'd like to congratulate all you cool cats, all you cool people for your birthdays, and want you to enjoy yourselves. Okay, first birthday we have today it was yesterday. Okay, I gotta be careful of this back and forth stuff because I got dates and times, and I'm trying to do that right. So okay, here we go. We have got who celebrated a birthday was Grace Pettigrew. Grace, hope you had a good birthday, dear. Okay. We have Audrey Mason. Audrey, happy birthday. We had Bart and White. Bart, I call him Bart. July 28th. Hope you had a good one. Okay. And Jake Davis. Jake, hey, buddy. It's been a while. Hope you had a good birthday. I hope the family's doing well. Dwight's thinking of you. Okay. So anyway, everybody, this is Dwight with Driving with Dwight signing off. Everybody have a lovely week. We'll be seeing you. One more commemorative thing I'm going to say, okay, that we would say to commemorate the Christmas show. Keep it between the lines, and out of the ditches. Everybody have a great week. This is Dwight with Driving with Dwight.